Basically, if you're new and you haven't drank it yet, Keto Nat is a ketone supplement. They're called pure therapeutic ketones. What that means is you rip it open, you put it in a shaker bottle or water bottle with ice in it. I like it cold. Shake it up, drink it over 20, 30 minutes, and then you can test your blood, you can test your urine. You're in a state of ketosis. Why would you care? I know some of you have probably done the ketogenic diet. In fact, if you've done keto before, type "I've done it" in the comments or in the chat. If you haven't done it, that's awesome. You don't have to do the diet to drink ketones. If you're still doing it, you can type that you're still doing it. So what's interesting is you can get into a state of ketosis through the ketogenic diet, which is keeping your carbs super, super low, adding in lots of good healthy fats, and your body then turns those fats into ketones. You can also get there through fasting by not eating, or you can do it the easy way, which is just drinking them, which I love doing. I love combining this with a great low carb lifestyle. But what's neat is the reason that you want to be in ketosis is because then you have ketones to fuel your cells. Ketones are one of your body's two fuel sources. You run on glucose or you run on ketones. Glucose is not the most efficient fuel source. Ketones work really, really well. They don't require insulin to get in your cells. They carry 38% more oxygen to your cells, and they're really good for this organ here between your ears, which pretty much powers the rest of your body. So take care of this, and amazing things start to happen. So before we go any further, I'd love to hear from just a couple of people to start with about how ketones have impacted them, so you can kind of see rather than just the science, but really hear kind of what ketones are doing all around the world here. So Fallon Palmer, what's happening? Where are you at?
Hi.
Hey, there you are. How's it going? Would love to hear a little bit about how ketones have impacted you and your family.
Yes. So my name is Fallon Palmer. I'm from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I have 4 boys, ages 2, 4, 9, and 11 that keep me hopping. They keep me very busy. Before I even started ketones, I was a very tired mom. I looked forward to nap time. When they would go down at 1 o'clock, I would go down too. I would fall asleep on my couch almost every single day. After my 4th, I held on to some unwanted baby weight that I just could not get rid of. I was eating low carb and I was working out, but I had one heck of a sweet tooth. So when my kids would go to sleep at night, I would get into the baked goods. I would get into the cookies and the brownies, and I would overeat on that kind of stuff. I could never stop at 1 or 2 or 3. I just totally overeat. So then it didn't matter that I was eating low carb and I was working out during the day because I would totally ruin it at nighttime. So I came across these ketones in February, and I was offered a trial, and I started with the trial, and within like 3 days, I got the energy, the focus, I got the better sleep, all the things I wasn't even like expecting to get. I didn't believe in those benefits that they could really come from drinking ketones. I was just mainly focused on the fat loss, but I got those benefits. And now since drinking them since February, I'm down 18 pounds of fat. I don't work out and I'm still losing weight and still dropping inches. I've lost 6 inches. I no longer crave sweets. If I do, I'll just have an extra ketone. For the most part, I just drink 1 a day, but I'll have 2 if I crave some sweets at night. And my husband drinks them now too, and he's lost 30 pounds of fat. He's been drinking them since May. We're like better parents now since we started drinking them. We're like never in bad mood. Well, I can't say we're never having bad moods, but like our marriage is so much better. We went through rocky times in our marriage, and our marriage has just improved because our mood is just so much better too. We're just more happier people. Our kids drink them. We all love ketones. We won't go a day without drinking them. And now I just look forward to sharing ketones with others and just hearing from others and seeing, hearing other people and their story and how ketones are helping them. It's just a great feeling to know you're a part of that.
Love it. That's awesome. It's interesting. I get a lot of, my relationship is better now that I have ketones.
It is. It really is.
In my household, we call it happy mommy juice, because around that 2 o'clock hour, it's a challenge with the children, especially now. And ketones fuel the brain and help with that just snappiness that can occur when you get a little bit tired. So thank you so much for sharing, Fallon. I really appreciate it. You'll hear a lot of different stories tonight, and there's going to be a lot of parallels. You're going to hear energy, you're going to hear focus, fat loss, mood. Think about this. If you just felt better, sometimes it's hard to describe, but if you just felt better on a daily basis, like, what would you do in life? What would you do differently? And a lot of the things that you're hearing is exactly what ketones start to do. So the next person I want to hear from is Christina Maestro. What's up? I probably didn't pronounce your last name right, but how's it going? Good to see you.
It's Mastro, but that's good. Good. I'm doing really great. I'm Christina. I'm in Massachusetts, and just like her, I have 4 children. I have 2 girls and 2 boys. My oldest Mia is 12. My son Vince is 8. My daughter Ariana is 6, and we have an 18-month-old. And it is fun and crazy all at the same time. Before I started drinking ketones, I think the biggest thing was I just was missing who I used to be. Like, I was just fun. And then I put on some weight after I had my kids, and I was just unmotivated and sitting on the couch way too much for a mom of 4. So I was like, I just have to do something to make myself feel better. And for a long time, I just put myself on the back burner because I had kids and they became number one, and I kind of forgot about who I was. So I saw these things on TikTok, and I ordered them, and I was like, $100, fine, I'll do it. And then it turned into, oh my goodness, if I run out of these things, what am I going to do? I need to just get more and stay on them. And since I've been drinking ketones, I started on August 12th, 2 days after my 41st birthday, and I'm down 52 pounds, which was one of my hugest goals. I just wanted to hit 50 pounds. And I think something that's amazing is I haven't set a goal, achieved a goal, like even thought about a goal in such a long time. And like that for me mentally was humongous. Like, I'm just a happier person. I actually asked my husband tonight, I'm like, what have you noticed different about me since I've been drinking these things? And he's like, you're just happy. And it makes me happy. Happy wife, happy life. And he's drinking them now. He's down 35 pounds. It really does change the dynamic in the house when the parents and the husband and wife are happy, you know? So I was asked, what are you most excited about with these ketones? And truthfully, it's sharing my story. And 3 months ago, that would have never been my answer. Like, I would have never wanted to sit in front of anyone and explain that I had troubles or like issues with my weight, even though it was quite obvious to look at me. But now I'm like sharing the story with people, and I'm getting all these emails and text messages. Like, I looked at myself in the mirror today and I just felt good. Thank you. And like, I've had swollen feet for the last 2 years, and today I didn't. And I'm not hungry. I'm so happy. Like, just hearing these things from people, it's just making me so happy to be sharing what I'm doing. And it's so easy to do. It really is just easy to share to make people happy. So I'm very lucky that I found this, and I'm really excited, and hopefully I can just help more people. It's really great.
Awesome. I absolutely love it. I mean,
It's nice.
50 pounds since August is that's no joke.
It's wild.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family affair too, it sounds like. That's really cool.
Yep,
well, thank you
awesome.
so much for sharing, Christina.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So one of the questions I get a lot is, hey, I'm looking to shed some fat. Like, does this work for that? And notice, like, we really talk a lot about fat loss. We try not to focus so much on just the word weight loss. But let me ask you this. If you had something that you drank that would help you to no longer crave as much sugar or carbs or donuts or chips or beer or pizza or whatever the heck your thing is, chocolate, and then at the same time, that same thing gave you a little bit more energy, at the same time, helped put a little smile on your face so it reduced your stress in a way and helped you sleep, do you think you might lose a few pounds? Right? It just naturally, the side effect of feeling better and being in a better spot happens to be fat loss. The big difference here is this isn't a starvation thing. This isn't a, hey, just drink this and don't eat. Although we do have something called their Keto Reboot, which is a 60-hour fast. It's actually started 30 minutes ago. It's a super powerful program, and I know a lot of people on here are participating right now. But our goal for an extended period of time isn't to say you can only eat 500 calories a day. It's, hey, drink these and listen to your body talk to you. Because when you drink ketones and you feel the brain, you're not as hungry. When you drink ketones and your blood sugar all of a sudden is much more stable, guess what? Your body naturally says, hey, I'm going to burn fat and I'm going to spare and maintain muscle. So we become much leaner and more healthy and more vibrant versions of ourselves. So Christina, thank you so much for sharing that. Next one that we're going to hear from is Chelsea Wilson. I see your face. What's up, Chelsea? How's it going?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
Okay. So, my name is Chelsea. I am from Milan, Tennessee, and I have a 10-year-old daughter. Her name is Riley, and she is amazing. But before drinking ketones, I was a stressed, overworked, overweight mother that was extremely depressed. And I honestly had no clue what depression even was. And I was so short-tempered with everybody. I lost my patience. I didn't know what was going on. And the hardest part is that I have lost my patience with my daughter at that point for no reason. My eating habits were out of control. My emotional eating was not even on the scale. And I was so unhappy with my self-image. I was not in a good place. I had a friend of mine that actually introduced me to this product 4 times, and I didn't want anything to do with it. I kept telling her no. After the 4th time that she had come back to me, I finally thought about it. I was desperate and I needed to change. So I tried a 10-day trial. And since drinking ketones now for 3 years, I have been able to release 40 pounds of body fat, so many inches that I stopped counting. My eating habits are under control for the first time in years. My mood is completely changed and I am authentically happy. And I didn't even know what happy was. And it's such a great feeling. Like, the clarity is unreal. But the most important part of all is that I am present with my daughter. I am able to give her the mother that she deserves because my mood is through the roof. But what I am most excited about is seeing how far this conversation can be shared, can and will be shared, and how many mothers struggle just like I did that are getting their lives completely changed.
I love